after our week hiatus again.
A week hiatus,
Honestly, I feel like at this point we should probably just do every other week.
probably.
So I guess that's the new schedule, friends, every other week.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best bet, right?
Yes, and like even if like the weekend it's supposed to be posted, if we have like off the week before, we'll just like record that week and
Or
then. But we are, well, in Jersey, we are currently in a blizzard.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's cold here though.
Yeah, how cold is it? Yeah, so cold.
But it's
Yesterday,
supposed to drop to the 30s, 40s this week. I
yesterday in the
literally just
morning,
put my heat on.
it felt like -5 in the morning yesterday.
Yesterday was.
Walking on the Atlantic City boardwalk at
Wait,
8 a.m.
yesterday I didn't realize that my heat was on this whole time, and I'm like sweating. And I'm like, why is it so fucking hot in here? I look at my 30 thermostat, and it's at 77 degrees because it was like 70 out yesterday. And
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, holy shit, we're turning this off. But this morning I woke up and it said 62. And I looked at the weather, and it's supposed to be cold the next couple days, like the rest of the
Yeah,
week. And I was like, now we're gonna turn the heat on
yeah.
because it was cold.
But actually, speaking of Atlantic City, I think you listeners will get a kick out of this. So I had a competition in Atlantic City yesterday, which was Saturday, and we first meet, we're all sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like all the parents come running over, and we're like, why are all the parents running over? They're like, Fetty Wap's here. I'm
That
like,
is wild to
I'm
me.
like, wasn't he just in prison?
Dude, he's been all around New Jersey. I didn't even know he was from New Jersey.
Yeah, and then here to come to find out, his daughter cheers on one of the teams that was there, and I was like, this man gets out of prison, and the first place he wants to go is the cheerleading competition in Atlantic City.
So do you know like Teresa Giudice, like from New Jersey Housewives?
Yeah.
It's Baby Bentley. He was with Gia Giudice at their house. I was like, what the fuck?
It was funny though. It's like all the parents went and like found him and took pictures with him. I'm like, there's no fucking way our parents have pictures with Fetty Wap right now.
So like Fetty Wap 1738 is the equivalent to now the 6'7" these kids are saying.
Literally. So then Kara's was playing Fetty Wap on the speaker, and one of the parents was like, "What? Are you trying to attract him over here?"
Yes, I am.
I was like, you don't understand. Like, we grew up on Fetty Wap. Like, that's what we listened to in high school as like we were all just getting our license and driving around.
No, literally, Fetty Wap was the shit. How
Yeah.
come every time you were just sleeping, and every time I press the record button, you wanna?
Because Bentley has main star energy. He wants to be the star. Okay, well, today's episode is going to kind of be fun. We're going to talk about female rage because, God forbid a girl gets mad and she's called a psychopath.
I got a lot of rage. Yesterday, I had so much rage. I was so petty yesterday. Nico doesn't even know this because I got so pissed off at him. His name in my Fiona's fiance, okay?
Uh-huh.
And it's pinned. I unpinned it, changed it to Nico Serrano, and I went to take a shower and I took off my ring and I was in my head I was like, I'm not putting my ring on for the rest of the day. I did put it back on after I took my shower.
You better put that fucking ring on your finger.
I did put it on after I took a shower, but I was so mad and I was like, I'm not gonna wear my ring today. Mind you, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just sitting in my fucking house, but I was just so mad and being so petty. And I like turned off like do not like the alert so I couldn't get text messages. Like I didn't see him, so I wait.
Yeah.
Turned on my red receipt so I'd read his message and not answer.
But no, but like, that's like a good comparison because like, if people like obviously when they're like, oh, she's crazy, but like if a man were to do that, it would just be, oh no, because they just love the girl so much, they're just passionate about her, like da 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 da. But if a girl does it, it's you're psychotic, you're being insane. Da, da,
No,
da, da,
literally.
da.
I mean, I am a little insane, but like that's the thing. Like I feel like there's so many times that like it was unjustifiable. Not even with like I feel like not with Nico, but like mostly with like exes. Like I couldn't get mad at things, but they could get mad at me for things that I was mad at. But
Yeah,
like
it's
it's okay. It's
it's literally
justifiable.
a double standard.
It is a double standard, and I'm like, I just don't understand why. Like, why is it okay for you to get mad if I can't get mad at the same thing?
Yeah, and I also think like it correlates to like in a scene of like going out. Like if you're at a bar and like a man like I don't know, gets into a fight or something, it's just like, oh, well, that's just a man thing to do. That's fine. But if a girl comes in blazing hot, it's like the end of the world.
Yes, or this is another thing. Say like the one time we were at Xfinity and a guy asked me what my drink order was, and Nico's sitting right there. Can you not? You not get any more coffee? And he got so pissed off. Okay, remember that?
Yeah.
I've watched girls do the same thing to Nico, and I'm like, hello. But that's justifiable. I can't get mad at that. It's just a
Yeah,
girl.
no.
She's being friendly. No, bitch. She wants to get in your pants.
Yeah, no, because it's you're just jealous of this other girl talking to me, and you're being dramatic and da 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 da. But if they do it, it's like, what's so wrong with that?
No, literally. Like, what? I'm just like, I
And
don't.
like I feel like there's just kind of like a like they want to just play it off as like, oh, it's hysteria, like you're just mad, da 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 da. But no, like I'm first of all, I'm allowed to be mad if it's a proper situation.
Yeah,
Don't call me dramatic because I have feelings towards something.
yeah,
Like, I'm not just gonna fucking walk around here and be a robot and act like everything that's happening is okay and I don't have a justified reason to fucking go off about it.
and I feel like the things too, like, sorry, it looked like that car was moving into my garage. I was really for a second. And that's the thing with like, I think it's just a double standard. Okay, like even just not even with like men, it's with family members too.
Yeah.
Like I'm going through guys, I'm gonna just let you in on a secret. Don't get engaged. Don't get married. Cause I'm gonna go elope.
Literally. And I honestly though, like I think and that's like another thing. I feel like it all stems like rage can stem from people just being opinionated.
Yes, and I also think too people don't know how to say. People contradict themselves. And
Yes.
then when somebody says something to them, it's like, "Oh no, I didn't mean it like that." But you did mean it like that because you worded it like that. If you meant it in a different way, you would have worded something so completely different. If I'm being honest. That's from my perspective. And like
Yeah.
sometimes I do the same thing. I'll contradict what I say, and I'm like, "Oh no, I didn't mean it like that." But it's also like, say you're texting, it's like through the tone, you can't read
You
somebody's
can't, no.
tone.
You can't understand it, no.
But like when you're, say, complaining about something consistently, and then you try to help the problem, it just, ooh.
Yeah. But like and I also think it comes off as like like with like arguments or whatever, like you're trying to be like you understand what they're saying, but like you're just trying to speak your piece. But when somebody is not letting you be heard after you have explained it so many times, like that's when the anger comes out.
Yeah. And
And
it's
it's like,
just like,
I already told you I didn't like this what happened, or I don't like what that happened, or I don't want this to happen, I don't want that to happen. But then somebody is just keep poking and poking and poking and like making it happen. Like obviously you're gonna blow up. And you
yeah,
have a
it's like
very well reason.
poking the sleeping bear. It's gonna fucking wake up and it's gonna attack you.
Yeah. Literally, exactly. And I also think especially like being women and like girls, you are constantly like told to swallow your anger.
Yeah.
And like you're not allowed to blow up. It's like just be nice. Like don't make a scene. Like you're going to look crazy if you do that.
Sometimes I like get so angry and I know I can't fucking like rage, like crash out. I cry because that's my I have
Yes.
to let it out in some
Same.
type of emotion. So it's like I can't be fucking psychotic and a bitch and go off on somebody. So I'm gonna cry instead because it's just gonna make me feel just maybe a little bit better. And
But
like that's what
and I also think it escalates it because we are told to not be mad. Don't have those feelings, so you just keep suppressing it and suppressing it and
suppressing it
suppressing it and not, and then
until
finally
it's
you
like you
reach
shake
that
a
point and it's
you
like
shake a yeah you shake a Coke bottle with Mentos in it and it's gonna fucking
yeah.
explode.
And then I also think it gets like rerouted into other things. Like it can escalate to like anxiety because then you're told to not bring it up. So then if it happens again, you're just anxious about it.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know what to do because I can't freak out on that person.
And I think with which also leads to a lot of like self blame because you're like, oh, am I actually not supposed to feel like this because I keep getting told to you
Of
can't feel
course.
that way, like you can't say this, you can't say that. So then you start turning it around and like questioning yourself and start blaming yourself.
And then that's when you start going fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, and you literally
Because you're
start
like,
like
and like, you're like, am I actually crazy?
you're like,
Like,
am I the problem?
no. Like, I think I've asked myself that multiple times. Like, especially, like, when I was single and, talking to stupid fucking boys.
Yeah.
And they would gaslight me so fucking bad to the point where I would literally be laying in my bed and be like, am I the crazy one? Like, I'm confused. Like,
Yeah.
I'm confused on why you, like, it just, like, I would literally sit there and, like, I feel like I've gotten gaslit so bad in previous relationships,
Yeah.
situationships, and everything like that, where now I'm just like, somebody gaslights me, I'm gonna look at them and be like, you're a fucking liar, because I'm not sitting here and believing this anymore. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
and that's where all like the manipulation tactics come in. And cuz like at the end of the day, like that's literally what they're doing. Like they're literally manipulating you.
Yeah. That's because they want you wrapped around their finger.
Yeah. Which I mean, I feel like now we're not like at this point cuz I think we kind of realize it, but like it can also lead to like people pleasing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a very, very big people pleaser.
I'm I feel like for me it like depends on the situation. Like in certain situations I can be, but then I think I've come to a realization in other situations I'm like I can't like, and also I think like planning a wedding has also kind of changed my perspective on that because I'm like no, I'm no, like I'm doing it for me. Like if I don't like that, I'm saying no. Where like in other things I'd be like, "Oh no, like maybe like we'll do that." But I'm just at the point where I'm like, "No, like I'm doing it for me." Like I'm spending a lot of money. I'm doing it for me.
I'm doing it for me, not for the fucking people.
No, that are just gonna come because for fucking free food and free drinks. Like, no, fuck
People
you.
are just gonna come to mind for a fucking vacation.
True.
They're gonna be like, oh, it's not a free vacation, but it's a reason to leave the country. I'm going. But I mean, hey, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, literally. But then, like, I also feel like there is a difference between like rage and then like emotional reactivity. But like, I feel like
Yeah.
people automatically like if you're like if you are like making boundaries and like clarifying things, people will kind of put it into like that rage category.
Yeah.
But
I
like
feel
in
like
the end,
nobody has boundaries anymore. Like nobody sets
yeah,
boundaries with people.
yes, exactly. Kind of just like touching on what we already said, and then it just ends up becoming like an explosion.
Yeah. Like there's no boundary set, so like people overstep those boundaries and piss you the fuck off.
Yes, which is when the rage blows up because it was being ignored for so
Mhm.
long. So it just explodes. But I can also feel like um rage can also show up in like friendships, I feel like too.
I feel like it could show up in anything, if I'm being honest. Like any type of friendship, relationship, friend, family, significant other, like coworker, like any of that, like any
But
relationship with another person.
I also think like it's big though in like society and like the social like world of it all
Yeah.
because it's like a constant like comparison and like oh well like you get pissed off because this influencer is promoting this product or like this dress and like you're like okay yeah I'm gonna get it and then you get it and the expectations just like aren't there.
Yeah, no. Because half the time it's never there. They're just they're rage baiting. No, they're just baiting you for the clout
Yeah,
and for the money. It's just simple.
true. And then like I don't know, I also feel like it's just have you ever heard of like the angry woman like saying?
No.
So it's basically just like I mean it's kind of like already talked about it, but it's just like the fear of like expressing those feelings because you don't want to be labeled as like the angry
Angry
woman.
woman. That's, yeah.
Because I mean I feel like it's very like expressed. I feel like not really now in like TV series, but like I've recently been watching like a lot of series that have been big in like the 2000s. Like right now, rewatching 90210. Me and Freddie
Mhm.
restarted it, which I watched it before, but like I feel like those characters of like the angry woman are so much more portrayed back then than they are now because everybody's too fucking sensitive.
Everybody, I will have to say it is also sensitivity. Like I I mean, I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive person and I've always been a sensitive person, but like at the end of the day, if if there's an issue or if there's something I'm doing wrong or something like just in general like that, like people just need to be honest. And I think that's the
Honest,
thing. I think
yes.
that's the thing too. Like I'm an honest person when I need to be an honest person and I'm a blunt person when I need to be a blunt person. Like
Yeah.
I will tell you straight up to your face like this is how it is. Like that's just how I've been and that's kind of how I grew up. But like also at the same time, like, yeah, no, I don't like when that's done to me.
Yeah.
But if it's something I need to be told, it's something I need to be told. Like, I'm not going to sit here and cry and be upset, but it's just everybody in this generation now is so sensitive. Like, you could literally, like, I could come up to you and be like, I don't like your shirt. And you'd cry. Say you cry. Like, that's just being sensitive. Like, that's my opinion. Just because I have an opinion doesn't mean you have the same opinion or have to have a different, like, same opinion as me. Like, you know what I mean?
But but that's the way these kids are being brought up now is you are the best, you can't do anything wrong.
Exactly. And
And
it's
like,
like, and the thing is, it shows a lot, like, working in a sport because I feel like I've seen so many kids quit.
yep.
Like, when I was younger, you didn't quit. You followed through
No.
with whatever fucking sport. I
If you
played
started
softball one
it, you
year.
finish it.
You finished it. I played softball one year and I hated it. Hated it in the beginning. I was like, Mom, I want to quit. I want to quit. And she was like, No, I didn't spend all this money, buy you all this shit for you to quit. She was like, You're going to
Yeah.
ride it out for the rest of this season, and then you don't have to play again. But towards the end, I started enjoying it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like people, like, I know I will never raise my kid to be a quitter. Like, if you don't like something, oh well, then you shouldn't have signed up for it in the first place.
Yeah.
And I feel like also with cheerleading, it's these kids just automatically think that they're going to get their way and get handed placements. And
Yep.
just doesn't happen like that. Like, doesn't happen like that anymore. Like, you have to earn a spot to be on one of the teams. Like, you have to earn, like, say, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like for example, if you're a flyer
You're just
and
not,
you're not doing your job, and I have three flyers that are on the ground, you're getting taken out, and I'm putting somebody else in.
yeah.
Like,
And then we get an email from mom.
yeah, and like, and
Why is
just
my
because,
daughter grounded?
yeah, just because you started in that position doesn't mean that's your guaranteed spot.
No, and that's what I don't think people like. Yes, I sometimes when I do have to do that, it hurts. Like it upsets me because I know it's like I'm like frustrated because I know it's gonna be an email from my mom.
And not even
Why
that,
did this happen?
like
Like
for me, it's like I've been in that position. I know how it feels.
yeah, like it's a shitty situation on both ends. I think like an
Yeah,
athlete and a coach, but I also think too these kids like just get handed everything throughout their
everything.
life.
Yep.
So when they get to like sports and stuff like this, like and they're not handed things, they
They don't
automatically
know how to
think
handle it.
yeah, they automatically think I'm gonna quit. Like
Yep.
you're not handed A's in school. Like you have to put the effort in to get
Yeah.
those. And that's the same thing with everything. You need to put effort in to be what you want to be at the end of the day. Whether it's an athlete, straight A student, the college you want to get into, like
Yeah.
they're just not going to automatically accept you into a college because you're you. Like that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
Unless you got freaking billions and billions of dollars.
Exactly. And I don't know. I feel like that's just when it leads to like the blowing up and like the rage, I guess we could circle back to. And I just feel like there's like ways to release that anger and like that rage in a healthy way that don't involve the blow up. Like
Yeah.
you can easily just like write like if you're I don't know, I'm trying to think of trying to relate it to like the cheerleading way, but I guess not. Just like kind of all around like you can easily say no like without having to like explain yourself. Like you don't have to owe that person an apology if like something takes place. Or like just like literally the physical release like we just talked about, but not to the point of where because of the blow up like go out and like go for a walk or something. Like
Yeah, like just I don't know. And I think too, especially when it comes to like sports, parents like blow up really, really fast too as
Yep,
well.
that's why like we always like we have it's called like we call it the 24-hour rule. Like if something happens, like we tell all of our kids, like
24
if
hours.
yep, go home, sleep on it, get a whole nother day in, and then come back to the situation and reevaluate it. If you feel the same way, then let us know.
Yeah. And like that's how it should be. And that's how it should be with parents and everything like that. But because parents just I don't know. I think nowadays parents don't really parent kids.
No.
They want to be their best friends.
Yep.
Like no, half these kids need an ass whooping.
Literally, but
They need a wooden spoon. But
yeah,
no, I'm
but
kidding.
that's the
But like
problem. They don't get that no more because then it's abuse and you end up in jail.
yeah, like that's the thing too because society in all has just completely
Been
changed.
sensitive.
Yes. Like
Literally, everybody has become sensitive.
if I used I've only actually got beat with the belt a few times, a handful of times, and the wooden spoon a handful of times.
Oh, only a few times, guys. Nothing
But like
crazy.
it was only when I would rat on my brother, and my dad hated rats, and he's always like, that was like the biggest lesson I learned growing up was you do not rat on anybody.
Yeah.
That's like my life lesson. And when kids come up and tattletale, like, say my tinies come up and I'm like, no, we don't tattletale here. I'm
No,
like, I don't lie with that. No tattletale. And they're like, but, and I
literally.
was like, but I didn't hear it. We're okay. And then I'll be like, why'd we do that? And be like, whatever. But I'm like, no tattletelling. Like, why are we
Yeah.
tattletelling? Some of the older kids will come up and tattletale, and I'll be like, how old are we?
I know.
How old are we now? We don't need to come tattletale.
That's like my junior three team sometimes. Like somebody like knock over somebody's water and look at me like, so and so knocked over so and so's water bottle. I'm like, okay, go get a
Okay.
paper. You know where the paper towels are. Get a paper towel and clean it up.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't need to know everything.
But I feel like that's also though the way the society is like taught
Yeah.
nowadays
You snitch on everybody.
is to literally blame everybody else but yourself
Yes. And like when I
because you're
fuck
just
up,
little Miss Perfect.
yeah. And when I fuck up, I'll be like, damn, I get upset and I get frustrated with myself. And I'm like, yeah, that was me. I fucked up. Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's people don't know how to own up to their mistakes because from the very, very beginning, everybody was taught that they were so perfect in this world. And that's why
Yep.
society is the way it is now.
And like that's why I would say like growing up, like my mom was the complete opposite. She would always, if like I didn't really get into like that much like serious trouble, but like if I got in like involved in something, she'd be like, no, like you're guilty until you can prove me otherwise
My mom
that you're
threw
not.
me underneath the fucking bus. Okay? Remember when I didn't walk, almost didn't walk at graduation because I handed in fake doctor's note when we went away to Florida? My mom straight up was like, no, she wasn't sick. She was in Florida. And I was
Yep.
like, you bitch. I was so pissed off because I had to walk back into the fucking vice principal's office and be like, yeah, no, those were fake. And I had him
Yeah.
in it. And he was like, and that's the thing. He was thankful. He was like, I'm thankful for one, you and your mom for you admitting it. And he was like, coming back and like telling me, and your mom not
Was holding
like,
you accountable.
yeah, holding you accountable for it. He was like, because most parents don't do that. Or
No.
most kids either. And he was like, you're going to walk at graduation. You just got to go to fucking 5 Sunday schools. And I was like, oh, great. Yay, lovely.
Yeah. But that's the difference though. Like nowadays you don't see that being held accountable. It's just, it's not you. And then they're placing the blame on everybody else but them. I'm like, stop worrying about other people. Worry about you because you are all you can control.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you are all you can control.
But we all know that that's just the world we live in. It's just butterflies and roses.
But like it's also like thinking about it like I've so like when my mom like growing up when something would piss her off it'd piss her off, okay? And she would snap.
Yeah.
Bad. So like I always wondered like is it just because she's just pissed off about 10,000 things and like something so minuscule like pushed her over the edge because she like
Yeah.
was bottling it all up or was she just always fucking angry? Because some of the things that like I remember this day vividly. We were at this like town fair we had. Laurel Springs Day was called. And my mom was pissed off And one of my best friend's mom, there was like three of them, that she was talking shit behind my mom's back. My
Yeah.
mom literally walked her ass up to her and started fucking freaking out on her in front of everybody. In front of everybody. Mind you, I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? But like she would like when she was pissed off at people, you knew, and you would know right at that moment.
Yeah.
She was
Which
scarily.
which I mean also though I feel like sometimes like that's good in a sense instead of just knowing there's an issue and just acting like there's nothing wrong.
But there's also a different way to go about it, I think, as an
Yeah. Yeah.
adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
just fucking going up to somebody and screaming at them.
Yeah.
Like, we're adults. We could sit there and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And at this point in my life, I feel like everybody talks shit about everybody.
Oh
At the
yeah.
end of the day.
100%.
That's just how it is. And there's always going to be people that don't like you for no fucking reason. And it's just like, there's like growing up that used to piss me off so bad. So bad. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even know me and you don't like me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself, basically. But now it's just kind of just like, everybody has their own opinions about you. Not everybody's going to like you or love you. And it's kind of just like, you go on and move on with your day. Like, it's not going to hurt you. And I think some people still get so angry about it. And it's kind
Yeah.
of like, get over it. It is what it is. Not everybody in this world's going to love you.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's literally like basically the conclusion to all of it. Like,
Yeah. And I feel like, too, like, I used to get so pissed off in high school. So pissed off in high school when people would be talking shit about me, and I'd like, blah, 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 and, like, text fighting them about it. And I'm like, now it's like, what the fuck is the point of that? Like, oh,
yeah,
well, who gives a
like
shit?
I'm me. Take me or leave me. There's if you don't like me, there's about 10 other people that do. So,
Exactly. Wait, these pockets are really fucking, like, big. What the fuck?
but
Yeah.
no, I feel like I don't know. It's okay to be crazy.
Yeah, it's okay to be crazy once in a while. I was crazy yesterday.
Yeah. And if you're crazy, we'll still love you
Yeah, we will.
because I bet we've probably crashed out 10 times worse than you have.
I used to crash out on the daily. I used to have such bad anger. I was so bad. Like, one time my mom wanted to get my phone fixed because it broke because I shattered it for like the 15th time. I was punching my dresser, my wall. I threw the phone at her. I was so angry.
No, that was always my sister. That was never me.
Now, there's like a few times where I crashed out like that hard as a teenager, but other than that, it was
I feel
like,
I feel like I've crashed out more in like my early 20s than I have as a teenager.
yeah. I crashed out a lot when I was a teenager. I haven't really crashed out hard in a while. I crashed
No,
out on my birthday, I think.
the last time I crashed out was when I tried to fight Mike. That was the last time I crashed out.
That'll do it. Now it's just I cry. Like, so I used to cry all the time. Like, all the time. I would cry almost every
Yeah.
day. Now I don't cry. So when I get fucking irritated and frustrated, I cry now. Because, like, I don't cry as, like, I'll sit on TikTok and I'll scroll and I'll cry, like, you know, shed a tear over, like, cute, sad stuff. But,
Yeah.
like, I don't, like, sit in my bed and cry like I used to. Like, I used to cry every fucking night.
Oh, I know.
You did too, bitch! So don't
I,
act like it was on me!
the downwards
Snapchat.
angle of your
The
eyeballs
eyes.
looking up and a tear coming down.
Or in 2016, it was so cool to take a picture of your eye with the makeup running down your face when you were crying. Like, what the fuck? That was so, like, pick me, attention girly.
Yeah, but that's just what the vibes were back then.
I mean, sometimes I'm a pick me girly and I'm crying, I'll send a Snapchat, but, like, it's over something fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I feel like that's a wrap.
For
What did I,
today.
what did I say? It's a wrap, little kitty cat.
Yeah, I forgot you did that. You fucking weirdo.
But yeah, no. So I don't know. Kind of like we said earlier, it'll probably be like every other week, unless we're feeling a little
Spicy.
feisty.
Well, next week we can record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the weekend after that, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll actually be good.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Okay. We love you guys.
Peace.